As the COVID-19 pandemic posed an unprecedented challenge and has resulted to drastic changes, most especially to the academic sectors, the Department of Education, upon the directives of the Philippine government, the DOH and the IATF, suspends face-to-face classes and shifts to different learning modalities, which includes distance learning. This is to contain and mitigate the spread of the virus and reduce infections. This is in line of what Secretary Leonor Magtolis has always said, that education must continue, even in times of crisis, whether it may be a calamity, disaster, emergency, quarantine, or even war. Now, let us take a look and listen to the perspectives of the different teachers and school heads of the different schools on the three common and most important things that they have learned on the different external factors affecting their schools during the pandemic.
According to Helen Keller, alone you can do little. Together, we can do so much. One of the most important factors for school to succeed is the engagement of the community. Gone were those days that education is the sole responsibility of the school. Nowadays, it takes the village to educate the child. If the people in the community are aware of their responsibilities in the school, they take part in being co-owners too. This is the reason why there's a need to strengthen the working relationship of the school with the community. The school must be transparent in all its operations. Teams must be organized. Plans must be crafted, not only by the school, but with the stakeholders' participation. With this strategy, success in the implementation of such plan is assured. After its activity, assessment is very necessary for everyone to know what went well and what did not go well for possible improvements. Performing team members must be given due recognition. Everybody must be involved in the awards and recognition. This strategy will develop teamwork among the members. Time will come that each member will already be offering solutions to issues in the school.
Of the external factors that affect the schools today is technological or digital inaccessibility. As school leaders, let us think outside the box and embrace digital technology to upgrade programs and services. By doing so, we can create solutions that better meet the evolving needs of teachers and learners and make a real difference in their lives. It can be challenging to embrace change and innovation, but it's essential to stay ahead of the curve and explore new approaches. We have the skills and expertise to create more efficient, effective, and user-friendly programs and services that can drive the success of schools. So let us stay motivated and push the boundaries of what's possible.
Socio-cultural factor. Basic education is a human right and pivotal towards better participation in the cultural, political, industrial, and economic functions of a society. The differences between groups of people relating to their culture can affect our school. You have to consider their traditions by contextualizing and localizing the learnings that they need to grasp. Sociocultural factors such as changes in demographics, cultural norms, and societal values can influence the learner's population as well as the expectations and priorities of parents, teachers, and other stakeholders.
Learning process changed drastically during the new normal or at the heights of the global pandemic. The two-phase of learning process drove. It was effortless and accessible to those able, while great challenge to those struggling to access adequate quality of education for all. The three factors affecting educations are: 1. Environmental factor. Environmental factor will not only include the availability of learning places at home that physically comply to the structures that will contribute to the attainment of effective and efficient learning process, such as the ventilation, safety, clean, and a noise-free area, but also include the community relationship that take account to the ownership for the full participation of the stakeholders and working as a team shall be highlighted for the success implementation of the school plans. Second, the digital technology factor. The digital technology factors, key issues, and challenges found to be significant in using a digital tools were limited accessibility and network connection, limited technical support, lack of effective training, limited time, and lack of teachers' competency, which had a great impact to the learning process. On the part of the learners who are unable to have access online learning because of lacking gadgets and connections at home, for being unfortunate and their location are at far-flung areas where facilities are unavailable, created limited and slower access to cope with learning that supposedly acquired on time as specified in their most essential learning competencies. On the social cultural factors affecting the learning process are the relationship status existing at home and community where the learners residing, the family size, their culture and traditions, social economic status, parents and guardians' availability and professions for their learning consultation also falls to this factor. Their emotions that are affected with their peers whom they are working with and continuously collaborating. The attitude of positivity with a goal toward a common goal to attain fair and quality education must be developed with the learners and facilitators. In the contextualization of learning, the profiles of the learners and their supports shall be given attention as a basis to formulate plans and actions. The suggestions in coping of the challenges in its factors are discussed by each speaker, give us an insights and stimulates us to formulate and take a first step toward a clearer picture of success.
I believe that whatever challenges which COVID-19 may bring us, together we stand, divided we fall. This is the new normal of education nowadays. Let us adapt its new ways and means of teaching and learning processes towards achieving quality education for all, where no one is left behind. Remember that education is the only inheritance which nobody can take. As educators and as architects and engineers of all professions, let us instill in the minds of all our learners the importance of education in this new normal. This will serve as their weapon and shield to move forward and be steadfast in shaping their skills and talents in all walks of life. This time of pandemic serves as their battleground to be fully armored with the 21st century skills and be able to become globally competitive in all aspects and fields. Thus, let us all be optimistic in this world of change, full of challenges tantamount to our future's sake, progress and development. Kudos to everyone.